Okay, welcome to today's session inside the Yoga Teacher Collaborative. We are looking at online video libraries for yoga teachers, the pros, the cons, and the how-to. If you are watching this live in the Yoga Teacher Collaborative Facebook group, I am delighted that you're here. Let's get busy in the comments, chat away so we feel that kind of live interactive training. If you are listening to this on the podcast, thank you for tuning in. I'm delighted you found the time to listen to this. I am going to be doing some screen shares with today's training as well, showing you the behind the scenes of my video library and alternative ways to offer an on-demand course. You'll still get a good feel for this just by listening to the audio, but if you get any chance to come back and look at the video, that might be helpful as well, especially if you want to get into the nitty-gritty of it. You'll find it on my website, lauragreenyoga.co.uk/blog/yoga video library. Before we get in, just to introduce myself, my name is Laura. I am a yoga teacher, a teacher trainer, a business mentor for yoga teachers, and the author of Teaching Chair Yoga. I've been teaching yoga for well over 14 years, and this is a random side note, but quite relevant. My husband, we've been together for 22 years. He is a little bit of a tech genius. He is not a software engineer, he's a systems engineer, but likes doing software engineering in his spare time. So because of that kind of influence in my life, I have actually been working online with a video library. I tried to work it out earlier. I think I've had an online video library for 10 years. And I launched my first on-demand online course, which was a 6-week yoga for runners on-demand online course, I think 12 years ago. So well before the kind of COVID boom of online. So that means I've had a real variety of experience of online, tried many, many different ways of doing it. So that is the background I'm going to share with you today, the pros, the cons, and a little bit of the how-to. Now, this is probably going to go in a different direction than you expect it to, so stay with me. Right, so what is an online video library, videos for sale? What kind of things could be included in this? So, of course, you could be looking at selling individual video recordings. Now, that could be a video recording of an asana-based class. So anything from, a 60-minute vinyasa class, a 90-minute full moon journaling, meditation practice, and asana. It could be a short series of 15-minute chair yoga videos. It could be meditation only. The meditations I sell, I actually do them as videos rather than just audio. I did used to do it as just audio, but actually I find it easy to do it as video now. It could be a yoga nidra. Again, that could be an audio file, or still it could be a video file. And of course, it could be asana. And anything else that floats your boat. Maybe you sell lectures on yoga philosophy. I have a 2-hour lecture I sell on the history of yoga. Maybe it's a chanting masterclass. Maybe it's a course in Sanskrit. So you can really broaden your horizons of what your online video offerings are based around your specialities, your knowledge, your passion. And the more you do that, actually, the more successful it will be. So what else could be? Individual recordings, just like you go and buy an individual movie. It could be a membership. So you could be selling, say, a monthly membership to a video library, a monthly membership to one online class a week. It could be an annual membership, although personally I would head for the more monthly. It could be an on-demand course. So for instance, I run a lot of online courses, 6-week courses, 4-week courses for yoga students, For yoga teachers, I run year-long courses. The first time I do all of those, I run them live. So it's a live training. But obviously, we're recording live training so people who can't make it in the moment, so they have a replay. But then right there, you have this stash of replays that could then be repackaged as an on-demand version of that course where it's sold with the replays as opposed to that live access to you. Or, you could film an on-demand course from scratch and never have it delivered never have it delivered live, always have it delivered on demand. Or it could be a library that you're selling access to. Someone can come in, dip in and out of that library, grab the classes, the videos that they fancy in the moment. And I'm sure there's other examples as well. Creativity in this world is vast. There are many other ways you can work. But that's 4 things: individual recordings, a membership, on-demand courses, or a library. Okay, let's look at some of the pros of having an online video library membership, as we said. Low cost to deliver. The technology in most people's mobile phones is pretty epic. Back when I did my first on-demand online course, my Yoga for Runners course 12 years ago, the tech in my phone was nothing like today. I had to hire a nice hall. I had to hire a videographer who used a proper handheld camera. I had to hire a good system of microphones so the audio was clear. The video had to then be edited. The audio had to be edited. It then had to be uploaded. It really was a lot of work and more investment. Nowadays, thanks to phones, it is much lower cost to deliver these things. We have web cameras in our computers, in our laptops, but I find time and time again, video quality from my phone is the best. So, if you need to upgrade your phone, you might need to do that. Maybe you're due for an upgrade soon anyway. But if you've got a phone that's anything, 4 years old or younger, I bet the camera's pretty good in there. I use a Samsung. The camera quality is great. And actually, because phones are so good at picking up audio, the audio quality is really good just straight to my phone as well. So if you're filming a meditation or something static, you might find you can just get going with your phone and a cheap tripod. If you're filming something that's moving like asana, a microphone might be a good idea because you'll turn away from the camera with a twist, your head will drop down with, say, a forward fold, and your audio can become a little muffled. There's all sorts of different microphones that you can get in a full price range, but I love just a simple, cheap headphone Bluetooth mic. It connects via Bluetooth to my phone. So that means the phone is taking the audio and the video at the same time. So there's no need to then be dubbing audio over the top, which is what I used to do, dub audio over the top, and then there was more editing time. So now you can just straight away grab your phone, whack it in a tripod, maybe a headphone, and press record. Now, if we can cut back your editing time as well, that's going to make things really so much quicker. So my top tip for cutting back editing time is to have a clicker remote. Most tripods come with a clicker remote nowadays. It is Bluetooth connected to your phone, so you can get yourself all set up on your yoga mat, ready to go. And that moment you press record on the clicker remote, the camera clicks straight into the record and you're right there. Hi, welcome to today's yoga class on. And there's then no need to either trim the beginning or the end of your video because you can hit that clicker remote at the end and there's no need for any editing time. And you know what? When we teach in real life, we teach live. There's no editing time when you are standing up in front of a room full of people. If you make a boo-boo, you just go, oops, sorry. I was teaching online this morning and I made a boo-boo in a sequence. I went, oh, didn't mean to do that, swap legs. And it's totally fine to do that on video recordings as well. It shows you're human, it's relatable, it gives everybody a little giggle. But it's very tempting when you're filming on demand content to go, oh, I made a mistake. Stop, start again, refilm. And before you know it, you've filmed one video 15 times trying to get it perfect. Challenge yourself to use that clicker remote. Press go at the beginning, press stop at the end, and keep flowing through. Be human, we all make mistakes. So this can make an online video library low cost to deliver. Hopefully you've got a space at home that you can get a nice camera angle on, clear background, clear out the clutter, and film from at home. So there's no venue cost, low tech cost. If not, maybe you have to go to a local village hall or a space with good lighting and see if you can just get a fairly cheap village hall and get as many videos as you can recorded in one go. So low cost to deliver. We will talk about the price of where to host your videos later. But generally, low cost to deliver. No venue hire. Ideally, you can do it outside, at home. You can do it outside, but watch your mic for outside so that you're not picking up a lot of sounds of wind or passers-by. Video libraries offer flexibility and freedom to your students. You know, ideally, we want our students to be making yoga a part of their everyday life. And I love students to go to in-person classes to get that community, which yoga is all about. And maybe they can supplement their practice at home, or, you know, when they can't get to class, they can practice at home. They want to do more, or they want to do something before sleep. You know, it gives them more freedom and flexibility to get yoga when they need it, where they need it, and for how long they need it. You know, video platforms give us the ability to go, here's a 15-minute yoga class. You know, we don't always need an hour or 90 minutes. But when you're traveling out to attend an in-person class, you know, it needs to be longer than 15 minutes. We don't want to be driving for more time than the actual yoga class. So your online video library, low cost to deliver, no venue hire, giving flexibility and freedom to your students, supporting your students outside of class, and you can cover more niche, more bespoke things as well. So big thumbs up for the pros of delivering online videos. But come on, let's face up to the cons, my loves. And this is what's really important for me. And so many questions do I get asked about video libraries. Probably one of the, I'd say, second most common questions in the Yoga Teacher Collaborative. And I think a lot of the time we get seduced by the pros and we aren't realistic about the cons. So let's look at that. The first con, we have to sit and ask ourselves, why you? Why pay? YouTube is full of free yoga with great teachers. I don't think if you dedicated every moment of the rest of your waking life to practicing yoga videos on YouTube, you would be able to get through them all. Same goes for cat videos. It is not possible to watch all the cat videos or complete all the yoga videos that are available for free on YouTube. And we have to fess up to that. You know, if your local yoga community had 10 free yoga classes at 7 p.m. on a Monday night, and you're charging £10 on a Monday night, you know that's going to be a challenge. Not something that's insurmountable, but you know it's going to be a challenge. So let's not bury our head in the sand and forget that. So we have to say, why you? So why would someone choose to practice yoga with you and pay for it over free yoga online? Many a reason. they're already in your existing community and have already been coming to classes with you. They like your style. They like your voice, maybe. I know that sounds silly. They like your accent. They like your phrasing. They like the way you describe poses. They like the information you choose to layer on top. They like the unique spirit that you bring to class. And they want to do their yoga with you. So this is why if you have a pre-existing yoga community, it's much more likely that a video library is going to be successful for you because people have already connected with you. They like how you teach, they like what you teach, and they like how you teach. But that doesn't mean if you don't have a community that you can't get going. Another reason why is there consistency in what you're offering? I notice with YouTube videos, I could Google yoga for anything I fancy, put it in YouTube, and there it will be. But what there won't be is a progressive journey. So, for instance, if I am wanting yoga to help with sleep, I might be able to find one video, more, but an individual video that will help me unwind from the day and prepare for a good night's sleep. But what I'm unlikely to find on YouTube is a really well-constructed course that is addressing the core issues of why I'm struggling to sleep in a week-by-week educational fashion. There isn't things that are offering long-term change, education, and development. So we know Take for Sleep, it's not a quick fix. You have to look at someone's nervous system. How can they do nervous system regulation? How are they breathing? What is their sleep hygiene like? What is their sleep routine like? Can you get them into a fresh habit? And that really could take 6 minimum weeks, I want to say 6 months of progressive educational content to completely reshape someone's relationship with sleep. Now that I can't get on YouTube. And we can apply that to anything else. Yes, I can go and get any video on a chakra on YouTube, but I can't find good educational content that's delivered week by week in bite size, building up my knowledge and experience. So YouTube's very dip in and dip out. So if you can structure your video offerings around consistency, coming back, progress, learning, depth, diving into something, that's again a why you, why pay. Another con, is this a distraction for you? And I need you to be really honest with that. New yoga teachers ask me way too early in their journey about setting up a video library. And I understand why it's attractive to a new teacher, because low cost to get started, no barriers to entry, and it can feel a little bit less intimidating just being you in front of a camera than you in front of a room full of people. But you have to hone your craft by teaching real people in real life to be a good teacher online. Teaching live online, you have some student interaction, but you can't really see what's happening with your students. But teaching on demand, so recording content to be delivered, you have no live interaction with your students. So you can't see how easy they're finding your verbal cues to follow. You can't see how engaged they are with that content you're sharing. You can't see where they might need a little verbal adjustment in their alignment or their breath or in their flow. So if you can't see live, you have to rely on your previous experience of teaching real people in real life. You have to have been in real life, honing your verbal cues, knowing that when I say circle your arms out and up, my students understand that. Ah, okay, that was a really clear cue. So when I'm using that instruction on demand, I know people are going to understand that. Equally, when we say things in class that we think are clear and we see a sea of confused faces and everyone moved in the wrong direction, we know we have to hone our verbal cues more. So to be a good teacher on demand, you need to have honed your verbal cues. You can only do that by practicing in real life with real people so you can see how those verbal cues are landing and learn how to improve them. You got to get out in that community. So is it kind of a safety net distraction from in-person classes? If so, put it down. Go and build your in-person community, and it's going to be that community that are more likely to do your classes anyway. And then the biggest con of all is this belief that an online video library is a passive income stream. And this is how I got hooked into it 10 years ago, because someone told me, oh, you should be creating a passive income stream. So you're no longer exchanging hours of your time for money. You know, you create these videos, they can be selling in the middle of the night when you're fast asleep. My loves, that is not true. There is no such thing as a passive income stream. If someone is telling you a passive income stream, run away. They don't know what they're talking about. They're probably just a sales and marketing internet guru that's never actually run a business. If they had run a business, they would know there is no such thing as a passive income stream. I'm sorry, I know I feel a little bit strong about that. I do get really annoyed with bad business advice being taught from people who've never run a business. I've been running a recruitment business for 3 years. Then I came to the yoga world. I've been running a yoga business for 14 years. I can tell you, there is no such thing as a passive income stream. Yes, you are not having to be live in front of the camera teaching yoga in the moment to people. People can do your classes at the middle of the night in a different country. What is not passive is the marketing of it. So if you think, and this is what people that believe in passive income streams think, that you can do the work, recording the videos, creating a library, uploading them to a library, then the work is done and you're just going to be getting the money flowing in. It's not how it works. The continual work is in the marketing. Just like anything else, if you don't market your online video library, your online membership, no one's going to know it exists, and therefore nobody's going to buy it. So the work that you would otherwise be putting into driving to class, teaching a live class, you're going to be putting that same amount of time into marketing your on-demand video library. If you don't like marketing, don't create an online video library because it will waste your time in filming it. It will waste your time in learning the tech side of uploading a video library to then see minimal return on that time because you didn't market it. You have to continuously market the video library. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything for you. Okay, let's have a little talk about tech. There are so many options for tech, and I like to keep tech barriers low. So you have no excuse to give something a go. Then you can just go, right, done is better than perfect. I'm going to do this really homemade DIY route that's costing me minimal money and minimal time understanding a new software just to test the concept. All businesses do this. Test concepts. You never invest fully in a product, and a video library is a product, until you have tested the concept. And we forget this stuff in yoga. We forget the business lessons. Proof of concept, business 101, proof of concept before you invest more time and energy. Then once you've proven a concept, then you can scale it up, improve the tech, make it better, launch it to more people, but keep the tech and the cost low for proof of concept. So how do we keep that low? You can film videos and upload them to YouTube. Now, you are not really meant to charge people for access to a YouTube video. If YouTube knew you were doing that, that's against their terms and conditions of business. So maybe you actually do proof of concept free. Maybe you create 3 videos: morning, get up and go; lunchtime, refresh; before bed, chill out. 3 20-minute videos. You film them on your phone, you upload them to YouTube, unlisted. That means they're not searchable on YouTube. The only people that get the link can have it. You upload them for free. And then you do a 1 month, 1 week trial of an online free video library. This would be great timing if you're going away on holiday. So you can film it before, you can upload it to YouTube, free, unlisted. Then in YouTube, you can create playlists. So then you assign all 3 of those videos to a playlist. And that says, you know, yoga in your life. Bring yoga home with you, something like that. You give it a name, and then it just has 1 link to that playlist. Then you share with your students that 1 link, and then that's going to give them all 3 videos to choose from. Do they want to do the get up and go, lunchtime refresh, or before bed? Then you create a social media campaign or an email campaign for your students saying, I'm going away. I would love to test with you this idea I have for a video library to be supporting your home practice. I thought with me going away, this is great timing now. And as we test this idea, it's free. Click here to sign up. It's free. Or email me to take part in this trial. It's free. Then you create a little spreadsheet with the email addresses of all the people who've signed up for this free proof of concept trial. Then you can create a nice little email, either just in your standard email template, or if you use a software like MailerLite, you can create a pretty email that's welcome to yoga at home, free trial week. And then you can put some information in there. This has 3 videos. And then you can put a link to the YouTube playlist. Now, because that was all free, that is totally within acceptable behavior for YouTube. This gives you a super easy, low-tech route to test your concept. You filmed it on your phone. You've uploaded it to YouTube. You've used your normal email or your email software to tell your community, get them to sign up, and then you've sent them that playlist link. Then when you're back, you could send them a little feedback form. And you can see on YouTube how many times they've watched the video. So you know just from that whether it was successful. If you come back and it's got 30 views, great. This was exactly what I did. I went away, filmed some videos for my students, got proof of concept, then I created my video library. You can still continue to use it in a video library way like that with YouTube, but if you want to then charge for access to it, I suggest then moving from YouTube to Vimeo. Vimeo works very, very much the same as YouTube, but they have some pricing options that means you can charge people for content. Vimeo also has something called Vimeo on Demand, I love Vimeo on demand. It gives you the opportunity to sell videos or courses. People can rent your video, gives them a week to watch it. They can buy it and have it forever, or they can subscribe to access as well. So look at Vimeo on demand. You can set your own price. You can say this video is £4, £10, £40. That's all up to you. Vimeo take 10% of the cost. You keep 90%. So I really like Vimeo on demand, and you can embed the videos in your own website. You can embed them into your email as well. So it can look super slick, and it's quite an accessible, cheap, easy access, low tech entrance into this. Now, you can also, and I'm going to show you some stuff in a second, you can also create a video library. So then this is when someone can come onto a page on your website or on a different system and see lots of videos, choose which one they want to buy, or they could pay a monthly subscription to have access to that video library. Wix, those of you who have Wix websites, Wix have a video library. You have to enable it, and you could password protect access to that part of your website. So you could say on your Wix website, this page is the video library. You have to add that from Wix, add the video library. Then you could password protect that page so that only people who have bought a monthly subscription get the password to enable them to access that part of your website. Yes, there's a little bit of tech behind the scenes with that, but what I love with Wix is there's lots of videos, there's lots of YouTube, there's lots of how-to guides to do it. So you can get your tech head on, get down, get a new page on your Wix website, add the video library, password protect that page, and then you can have another information sales page that's selling the membership to that video library. Then they get the password, and then they can use the password. WordPress, you can do much the same with WordPress. Squarespace, those of you that websites on Squarespace, they have a video library. And then there's other video platforms that can do this service for you. So if you're not very tech-minded, then you might want to go to one of these platforms that do it for you. Clearly, they take a cut of the money. Versus if you're just embedding this in your website yourself, harder on the tech, you keep more of the money. If you can't do the tech, you can go to one of the other companies, such as Teachable, Moments, Kajabi. They are quite expensive because they are also storing your video, and that comes with cost as well. So I'm going to show you some of these, how they look. You can just use Vimeo, embed it. You can do free with YouTube. You can do it on your Wix. There's a little bit of tech there. You can do it on WordPress, Squarespace. There is some tech involved in that, but you'll keep the money. You could use a pre-existing done-for-you platform like Teachable or Moments or My Kajabi. Or, especially if you have done proof of concept, you've got a decent community, and you really think this is going to be able to make some money for you, why don't you just get a tech person, a web designer, to write it into your web system? Therefore, you're not relying on a third party, and you keep all the money. This is what I'm going to do. So if you're watching it live, sorry, this is what I do. I am going to share my screen with you now and show you a few examples. So this is my website. If you ever want to come back, listen to the podcast and look at it, it's lauragreenyoga.co.uk. And then come to the bit that says online yoga, online classes. So this page is, I think, about 10 years old. I have done some tech upgrades with it, but this was written by a web developer into my site. So I had you would have the one-off cost of paying your web developer. My web developer is my husband, and we don't need to know how I pay him. But you can pay a web developer. Clearly, you'll have an upfront cost in that, but then you own it, it's yours, you're keeping all the money, and you're not influenced by, if you booked with Moments and Moments go bust, or you book with Teachable and Teachable close, or they lose all your video, you're not at the mercy of what's happening with another organization when it's your tech. So here we have my on-demand, your yoga anytime, anywhere, and it is a straight video library. I think I have over 300 videos on here covering absolutely everything. People can just click buy me, and then that simply loads a PayPal. I will change that to Stripe, but I said this is so old. I did it before I was using Stripe. You can just use that with Stripe or PayPal if you prefer. Then once they've bought it, they log in with their email address, and then the video will have a play button, and then they can watch it. Now, I also have on here a filter, because as I said, there's over 300 videos. So you can filter by duration, filter by, is it gentle, moderate, or strong? They can filter by style. Is it chair yoga, yin yoga, restorative, vinyasa? And focus. So focus being, is it moon? Is it neck and shoulders? Is it chanting? And then that will filter the results so someone can find exactly what suits them. A web developer could do this for you. It is not hard. These are videos embedded. They're Vimeo, so that's within the Vimeo terms and conditions. Then when they click it, they get to watch that video. So all you're asking a tech developer to do is embed videos behind a login page. So you see, you can't press play here. If someone was logged in, they could then press play and give it a shopping basket cart, checkout cart. Okay? That's not that hard. It is for us, but it's not that hard for a web developer. So they could do that, charge you a one-off fee, and then it's all yours. Obviously, you want to have a decent community that you've developed in person, and you've done a test of concept before you go down that route of paying someone to develop a website for you. Now, another option. Okay, so right now we're actually looking at the back end of my email marketing. This was still actually live. This was my 7-week actually, Yoga for Runners online course. Now you could do exactly this, and it was super low tech. I had a sales page, we're going to talk about that explained Yoga for Runners, explained the course, had a buy button. Then when they buy, their email is automatically added to an email list in my email software. That's easy to automate, but it could be manual as well. So maybe they buy it, then you get the email from PayPal or Stripe that someone's bought something, then you copy and paste their email into an Excel spreadsheet. It can be even more basic than what I've got here if you don't have email software. You've got email software, they've bought your video, they've bought your membership, they've bought your on-demand class, then they're automatically added to a list in your email software. Then in email software, you can set up an automation series. That means once someone has signed up, that triggers a series of emails to go out in an automated fashion. So this sends them ASAP. As soon as they've signed up, they get their week 1 email. Then after 7 days, they get their week 2 email, 14 days, week 3 email, and so on and so forth. In the email, hit preview, there's a welcome to the course. Now, please bear in mind, this is 12 years old. It's a welcome to the course, and there it has the links to the video. Now, that links to my online studio, but that equally could link to your YouTube if it was free, or Vimeo if you're charging for this, hidden video. So you don't even have to have it anywhere else. This could just be a link, or you can even embed it to your YouTube video that you've uplisted, private, unlisted, or your Vimeo. No need for any tech library. Okay. I'm going to show you another one of this. So this is, again, we're looking at my email software. This is a course I'm running at the moment. This is a video that was uploaded. I can't remember if it was YouTube or Vimeo, it'll be one of them. And then I just embed that into the email. So again, they're not having to go to a fancy tech library, but I say at the beginning of my courses, save these emails to a folder, then you'll have access to them forever. And you can just press play there right on my face, and that video is going to start playing. And all of this is super low tech, super cheap, and easy to do. Again, great for proof of concept. You can start with this. And if you're loving it, go ahead and create one of those video platforms like I just showed you, either using something like Teachable, Squarespace, MyKajabi, or go to a web developer. So I'm just going to come out that screen share for a moment. So that's a little talk on tech. And I really hope that's giving you an idea from start free, proof of concept YouTube. If your students love it, then move to something super easy like put your emails on video, add them to a playlist, and share them in an email. If that was, say, a monthly on-demand yoga membership to support your practice, or a monthly on-demand membership focusing on yoga for sleep, then every month there is an email that says, welcome to February's content. Click this playlist link for all the videos for February. Then they click that playlist, it opens Vimeo or YouTube, and there are all their videos for the month. We don't need anything more tech savvy. You can upgrade later. And we've spoken about how you've upgraded. So if I'm saving you time and effort in the tech, I want you to invest that time and effort in the sales and marketing campaign. There is 0 point doing this if you're not going to do a marketing campaign for it. So what do you need for the marketing campaign? Rather than creating a fancy membership web page, I want you to create a sales page. I prefer to call this an invitation page, a page that explains what your on-demand offering is. So if it's an on-demand course, it explains the course. If it's a monthly membership, it explains the monthly membership. It will have what the offer is. Monthly, on subscription, on-demand yoga videos to support you in building a home practice or whatever else. Who is it for? This membership is for anyone from complete yoga beginners through to the regular yogi, or whatever you want that to be. Who is it for? What are the features? So what are they getting? You will get 4 videos a month, 2 30-minute AM classes, 2 30-minute evening classes, and maybe a meditation or whatever you decide. This is your offering. I'm just giving you examples. So what are the features? What are they getting? Is there a bonus breathing pranayama video? What are they getting for their money? What are the features? And then what are those benefits of that? 2 30-minute morning practices, benefits. Do you struggle to wake up in the morning? Would you like to get going first thing and boost your motivation, focus for the day ahead? Morning practices are designed to do just that. 30-minute evening practices, benefits. Unwind at the end of a working day. Release neck and shoulder tension accumulated from sitting at a desk. Regulate your nervous system for a better night's sleep. So we want to say, what is the offer? Who's it for? What are the features and benefits? Then, why you? Why should they do this with you? A highly experienced yoga teacher making yoga accessible and affordable for you to do at home. Bite-sized videos that address your needs. Why you? Then how much? Monthly subscription, £32 or £4 per class. Really transparent on the pricing. Then how to book. And if it's a membership or subscription, how to cancel. I know I like to see that transparently before I sign up to something. So you need to have that sales page. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples if you're watching me live of a sales page. Okay, so here is a sales page or an invitation page. for one of the courses that I'm halfway through at the moment. Now, this course I am delivering live online, but my sales page would look just the same if I was selling this as something on demand. So it introduces what it is: realm of emotions, journey through the 12 moons of the zodiac. So this could be online at-home video subscription. Just, a nicer name if you can think of one. And then a short introductory paragraph on what it is. Then you can flesh out a little bit more about the offer, who's it for, the features and the benefits. So here are the features: your birth chart, your moon sign, going through the zodiacs, learning tantric yoga. And then it says, the benefits of those. And it's made pretty with images, so it's not too heavy a block text. Then you have the essential information. So this is when you'd say, like, the first day of the month, you'll receive an email with a link to this month's video so you can dip in and out anytime and maintain lifetime access. Or you have access for 1 month and you change the password or the link at the end of the month. Okay, so the essential practical information. Then a little bit about you. Why you? Then the price and the investment, and a big old link to book. Now that link can load a Stripe so they can pay straight away. It could load an email so that they can communicate with you, but a big old button to book. This is where I want you to put your energy in. How are you selling and marketing it? Please don't get bogged down in the tech until you know someone's going to buy it. Then you need to create a marketing campaign. If you have a pre-existing community, that's quite easy. Maybe your pre-existing community, they're seeing you at class, they're on your email list, and they're following you on social media. Then if that is the case for you, you want to market in all 3 avenues. So you want to do a cute little flyer that you print out introducing your new on-demand library, and you give that to each student at class, maybe with an introductory discount. Then you write a 3-part email marketing series. The first part going, this is the offer, this is what it is, click here to book. Then the next 2 or 3 being educational. What are the benefits of practicing yoga at home? What is, if it's a course on sleep, what are the stats around sleep? How is poor sleep affecting my health? Maybe even if it is something educational like that, linking to some podcasts with some other experts. I don't know if you listen to the Stephen Bartlett CEO podcast. He's gone really heavy on the health side for the last 6 months or so, with amazing industry experts on things like sleep, movement, sedentary lifestyles, why they're not beneficial to our health, meditation. So you can link to a really credible podcast like that, saying, this is what happens when we don't sleep well. This is the power of meditation, educational content. Then, if you want to put this into real life, sign up to the video library. And then you want a social media campaign to support that. Live videos, Instagram videos, posts, use a mix of all of that: in-person marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, to launch your new video library to your community. Now, it's not just enough to launch it. It will need ongoing marketing, which is where themes come into use. So rather than just every month going, sign up to my video library, sign up to my video library, sign up to my video library. If you have a different theme for each month, you can talk about the theme. So say March is about upgrading your habits and building consistency. So then you could have a whole marketing campaign for March around habits. You could link to that book, Atomic Habits. You could say the importance of daily routines and then upsell your video library. Maybe April is about building more energy and you're going to focus on the meridian lines. So you can do some marketing education around energy, prana, the meridian lines, and say that that's what March focus is going to be in the video library. Or nervous system. So having a different theme for your content enables you to have something you'll keep marketing to. It's not a passive income stream. Launch and then monthly marketing. If you don't have a community or you only work online, how on earth do you get started? You get started with free content launches and challenges. So I did an online course called Transformative Rest, which was a 12-week online course in restorative yoga. I wanted to reach a bigger community than just my local. So I had to reach out to people that didn't know me. So first of all, I launched a free 5-day rest challenge. And I went live every day, 20 minutes free. And then said, if you have enjoyed this, come and join the course. So if you want someone to engage with you that's never engaged with you before, free challenges, 5-day challenges or 30-day challenges. Think our beloved Yoga for Adrienne. She always does that January 30-day yoga challenge. People love a challenge. People love free. That's going to work for you way better than anything like paid for adverts with paid for content. Paid for adverts for free challenges work really well. And then you've got to make sure that you're getting their email address. So if someone is signing up for something for free, they're not parting with money for the content, but they have to part with their email address for the content. Then at the end of the free challenge, be it a 30-day challenge, a 5-day challenge, you have their email to launch a marketing campaign on why they should then continue with you in your paid for subscription. Okay, my lovelies, that was a lot of information today. I hope this has been helpful for you. I am just going to nip over into the Facebook group and just see if we've got any questions going on in there. Okay. Bless you, saying 300 videos. There's 300 videos, my love, because I've been teaching for 14 years and I filmed everything and anything I did in COVID and edited it and uploaded it. Okie dokie. It's not showing me any other. I can see there's 21 comments, but I can't see them at the moment. So I will come back to those afterwards. Any questions, reach out to me. You need any help, please don't forget I do one-to-one coaching calls. There are 90 minutes for £120. That's a low investment to just get you going. No ongoing commitment. You just come, I help you, you implement, and off you go on your way. So if you want to book a coaching call, just reach out and message for me, or you'll find them available to book on my website. Otherwise, let me know how you go with this. Let me celebrate you if you get some online videos going. 2 main takeaways. There's no such thing as a passive income stream. The work you would put into teaching live, you have to redirect that work to the marketing. 2, proof of concept. Please do not waste a lot of time, energy, money, and resources until you have tested this concept with your community for free. Thank you for your time today. Let me know your takeaways, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now, my loves.